Felicia,
Tim.
what if I told you that by leaving the automatic daily gratuities on your cruise room fee charge meant that you're really stiffing these hardworking employees? Would you be angry?
What are you talking about?
All right, do you understand how the employee contracts work on a cruise ship?
No, explain it to me.
I had somebody explain this to me. It took them like a half hour and I still had a million questions. But basically there are these companies located offshore, not American companies, most of them are in Asia. And they hire the workers you see on the cruise ship, the dishwashers, the waiters, the bartenders. So they work for a third-party company who is then contracted by the cruise ships.
Okay.
So the cruise ship cuts this third-party company, the contracting company, a check, and then the contracting company pays the cruise ship employees.
So the cruise ship employees aren't paid by the cruise line?
No, they don't work for the cruise line. They don't have to give them benefits that way, right?
Okay.
Plus, these ships are all flags of convenience, which means they're not flagged in the United States, except for one, which is Pride of America, Norwegian.
Yeah,
I think they're all like flagged. You'll see flags for Bahamas, for Panama, for all these other third world countries. Now, let me explain this to you. When you leave the automatic daily gratuities on, you're assuming that you've tipped everyone. Everyone's taken care of.
Yes.
People are going to be able to take money home to their families in these other countries and be happy.
That is the assumption, yes.
And what if I told you again that that's not really what happens? Would you be upset?
I would be upset. I leave those automatic gratuities on all the time. Just
what if
thinking
I
it's all
told you
taken care of.
you shouldn't? Now, I got a lot of flack on my last video about this, saying that I'm cheap and I shouldn't take them off, and how are these people going to survive? What about the guys in the kitchen? What about the laundry workers? The problem is, do you know how those automatic daily gratuities are distributed?
I don't.
So we received evidence that somebody copied from Asian social media and posted on Reddit. And I'll show them in this video too. These are pay stubs from Royal Caribbean. That's all I have right now.
Okay.
It's hard to find these things. People are very unwilling to share them because if they talk about it publicly, they will get fired by the contracting company. They are paid a guaranteed salary.
Okay.
So when, I'm just going to make up a name, Bob in Philippines signs on a cruise, decides, is that right, you have a 7-month contract and you're going to make $2,000 a month.
Okay.
We're going to guarantee you're going to make $2,000 a month.
But we gave the daily gratuities, so he's getting the gratuities on top of that.
He's not getting anything. This is what happens. So you get the $2,000 a month guaranteed, and the third-party company is going to pay for it. So Royal Caribbean pays, or Carnival, or whoever pays this agency.
Okay.
And then they take out, there's an allocation for automatic daily gratuities, which removes part of that obligation for the cruise lines to pay that salary. It's easier to do this in math. So he's guaranteed $2,000 a month, and the automatic daily gratuity portion is $500.
Okay.
He doesn't get $2,500. He still gets $2,000. But guess how much the cruise line has to pay him? You're thinking $2,000. Nope, they have to pay him $1,500, and the $500 comes from the automatic daily gratuity. So when you leave automatic daily gratuities on your bill, you're subsidizing these companies that are paying the cruise line employees.
I see what you're saying.
So your $500 is not going on top of that $2,000 he's guaranteed. It's actually helping the cruise companies pay that $2,000.
So where does our $37 a day go?
So where does that go? That goes to the company. Now, I'm not sure if this goes to the cruise company or if it goes to the contracting agency. But that money goes there, and it's used to offset the guaranteed salaries. It's not on top of the salaries, the guaranteed salaries that these people are making. Everybody's like, well, they get that $500 or that $37.50 a day or $37 a day on top of their salaries. They do not, unless it's crazy. If they're lucky, they might get a pizza party.
That's not cool.
It's not cool.
It's not.
So when Barbara says, oh, if you take your automatic daily gratuities off your room charge, these poor workers will go broke and they won't be able to eat when they get home, it's complete fabrications lie. Barbara has no idea what she's talking about. All you're doing is making sure some executive at a cruise line gets a big bonus at the end of the year, because this is money the cruise company does not have to pay. You're paying salaries. You're actually paying salaries with your tips, which you think are going on top of the salary, but they're actually not.
So how do I make sure that the hardworking crew employees get something extra?
Cash is king. You see me running around the ship. I took my daily gratuities off my room charge. And you know what I did? I can't find it now. I think I gave it all away. tip in cash. I get a bunch of $5 bills I hand out randomly to people who are cleaning up. When I get a drink at the bar, $5, and there's 18% gratuity on top of that. I'm not sure what happens with the bar gratuities. I've been unable to get any information on that 18% bar surcharge. I don't know if that goes directly to the bartenders and they split that, but I have a feeling that doesn't go there either. As a matter of fact, I heard that they're supposed to report cash tips, and the cash tips goes into that automatic daily gratuity fund and helps offset their salaries as well.
Well, what about the hardworking people that we don't see? The people doing the dishwashing and the laundry, those people that we don't ever see.
Unfortunately, there's no way to give them any extra. Your automatic daily gratuities do not go to them on top of their salaries. They're used to subsidize the guaranteed salaries. They've got a contract for $2,000 a month for 7 months. All they're going to get is $2,000. The point is, if everybody takes their daily gratuities off, they still get $2,000. But now, you can either choose, and you shouldn't choose to save that money. You should take it in cash. Take that. I take that and probably double it, and I distribute it to employees that I see. Unfortunately, I can't walk in and tip a dishwasher.
Sure.
I can't tip the laundry people. I would love to, but there's just no way to do that I'm aware of. And let me know in the comments if you know a way to do that.
Well, this really kind of is aggravating. It makes me a little angry. I mean,
it should.
Like the cruise line's lying to everybody.
Well, they're not lying. It's in their description, but it's very, very vague. It is misleading.
It is. It is.
Now, some of the cruise lines have said that they have information on their website saying that these automatic daily gratuities, part of them go to the staff in the form of employee support programs. And what we've heard on social media is like it's a pizza party once a month. Or an employee wellness program. But again, not going where you think it's going. A gratuity means a tip.
Right.
And when I was raised, a gratuity means a tip. Same thing. You use those words interchangeably, but they're not. They are not gratuities in this case. They are supplementing guaranteed salaries. And I have a problem with that.
It sounds really sketch. So why aren't the authorities or anybody doing something about this?
Well, that's the flags of convenience thing. Number one, they have lawyers and they know how to word these agreements in a way so they're not skirting the law. And also the flags of convenience in Panama, Bahamas, these other nations aren't as strict in their employee codes and in the laws and regulations for it. That's why they're able to work 12 to 14 hours a day and not get in trouble. You couldn't do that in America.
That's true. That's true. Now, some of our neighbors, when they cruise, they'll take little treats, little bags of candy or whatever, and give it to the employees. Is that a good thing?
Well, you run into the same problem. You're still not going to be able to give that candy to the dishwasher or the people in the laundry. That's problem number one. Problem number two is candy doesn't pay the bills. Cash pays bills. They could buy their own candy probably a lot cheaper than you could buy it in America, right?
Yeah.
And some of that cookies and stuff that grandma brings are probably stale. The stuff's nasty. It's like from 2 Halloweens ago. It's really awful. And I've heard a lot of the cruise employees throw it away, so don't bother with that. So what do you think about this whole automatic daily gratuities thing? What are you going to do? Are you going to take the automatic daily gratuities off your room charge? It's real easy to do. Walk to guest services on any major cruise line and they're going to take it off. I heard Margaritaville won't let you take it off.
Do they question you about it?
Sometimes they do. Norwegian does. It says we need a reason. They make you wait till the last 2 days and they ask you why. And you tell them anything. They just need to document it somewhere. They do surveys. They're trying to track the data. And we tell them we prefer to tip in cash. Right. They're like, okay. And then I give that guy $5 and he's happy.
So to be clear, you're taking the room charges, the daily gratuities off of your bill.
Yeah.
But you're not just stiffing everybody. You're not just pocketing that money and going home happy.
Well,
You're actually distributing that money back out.
I'm sure people do take those automatic daily gratuities off. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. If you don't tip, you don't tip. I can't tell you what to do. It's a free country, right?
Right.
But in my code of ethics, my internal code of ethics, I want to reward these people for hard work. And we always do. You know, we over-tip.
We always do.
We tip our waiters. We tip our bartenders. We tip our room cleaner.
You're tipping random people working hard in the hallways.
I am walking around giving people $5 here and there for cleaning. I'm like, thank you for cleaning. And they're like so elated when you give them something, you know what I mean? Guy in the bathroom's cleaning the bathroom. I give him $5. He's like, whoa, I never got a tip before. You know what I mean? They're just super excited. So if you could do more, you should do more. If you can't do that, that's cool too. But again, don't feel like you're cheap by taking those automatic daily gratuities off your room because, again, they're not going to tips. They're not going on top of those salaries. You're not doing anyone any favors except some high-level executive probably. So let us know what you think about this situation and what you do with your automatic daily gratuities in the comments below.